Why, hello there. It's the archivist from tradingcardarchives.com and down there. And I'm here today for kind of an extra bonus video. I don't know, this isn't like a planned video around anything, but what happened is this box showed up last night. So I got home from, I actually went on a date with my wife. We went to a really nice restaurant here and got home, and this was on the porch. And it looks like it has been uh, you know, places. This box looks like it has been around the world a couple times. This shipped from China, but it shipped from China on like June 8th. So it's August 10th right now. So this thing is well over like 45 days late. It took a long time. And in fact, this is the box from MaxCard that I thought I had lost. Like I had honestly given up on this one. I've had a lot of mail go missing for like a week or 2 weeks, but this one just had, you know, 40 days where nothing happened. No scans, nothing at all. Not even like we have it in customs, but we're not releasing it. Like just nothing. And so I was so sure this was just lost forever. But it did show up, so I figured what we're going to do is open it, find out what is actually in here and if it's survived, and then maybe we'll open something if anything did survive. But I don't know. It looks like, well, that got slaughtered. I guess this must have gotten hauled up in customs because they definitely slashed that to check if it was drugs, probably. But I guess it's okay because it's the autumn box. Anyway, and so what this is this is Tokidoki. Tokidoki from Kayou. So if you don't remember, Card Fund made a Tokidoki set maybe like a year ago, and it was pretty awesome. Actually, I had a few of them here. I have one to give away, but this is Kayou's Tokidoki set, and it comes in this cool like bus design. It looks like a little bus or a train car maybe. But there's different ones. One for each season, and someone I know was looking for one from season or the winter season, and that one is from the autumn. So it's okay that they kind of cut that one open because it seems like what happened is customs definitely cut that open because they were worried. You know, maybe the archivist has started dealing in cocaine or something more exciting than trading cards. That's not true. We still just do trading cards here. That's all we do. So anyway, what else do we get? We got a box, series 3 box, and a series. Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah. So this is a series 5, and this is a series 4. So we got two older moon boxes, a 4 and a 5. I got these from MaxCard because I wanted to give them away. So these are going directly into the giveaway pile. So if you know or don't know, on this channel I do giveaways on a pretty regular basis. These two boxes are sealed in completely different ways, which is a little questionable. But I guess, I mean, huh. No, I really can't tell if they were tampered with. I have no idea. But anyway, these will be given away. So every time we hit a certain subscriber goal, I run a giveaway, and I maintain a pile of prizes, which has currently over 60 boxes in it, including My Little Pony, The Little Prince, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Invincible. There's so much awesome stuff over there. DC cards, Marvel cards, all kinds of crazy things. And so what'll happen is when we get to 2,500 subscribers, which is like 50 subscribers away now, once we get there, we're going to open that giveaway pile up and give it away, probably 3, maybe even 4 winners this time. I don't know, maybe we'll go crazy. So yeah, if you're interested in winning these two or anything else that might be in that pile, get subscribed if you're not already a subscriber. Of course, if you are a subscriber, thanks a lot. You're amazing. But if you're not, you know, get subscribed. We do videos like this all the time, crazy, unplanned stuff. that probably we shouldn't be doing, but anyway, here we are. Um, oh man, Max, I guess threw in some free packs. This one got bent, like literally the pack is bent. What are these? These are box fours, so these are pretty old. So what we're looking at here are kind of older My Little Pony boxes, because I I thought I wasn't gonna get these, so I reordered these. So now I have four boxes of the My Little Pony TCG. I'm not sure exactly what to do with all those. Well, I mean, I'll definitely give two away, but one I'm not sure what I'll do with. Interesting. Okay, so we've got those, and then we've also got over here three more of the starter kits. This is again for the My Little Pony TCG. So I already had Rainbow Brights. I don't think I have Applejacks yet. Definitely didn't have Twilight yet. Let me actually, I'm gonna go check which ones I have. I'll be right back. And so yeah, these are the ones I had. So I already had one of these, but now I've got this. I've got Rarity, Applejack, and two of these. So these will all five of these are in the giveaway pile as well. So that's a lot. That's a lot of giveaway stuff. Pretty awesome, man. Not Tokidoki. Tokidoki I'll open myself sometime, not today. And then we've got the TCG boxes, and then finally, and the crazy thing is I'm surprised Customs didn't open this. Like I would think if they're gonna open anything, it would have been this one. But I guess they didn't think to. But this is Pokemon. So these are Pokemon 151 cards from China. This is a slim box, I believe. I believe that's a slim box, yeah. But it's a Pikachu box, so that should be cute. So what I was thinking for the rest of this video, just because I hadn't really planned anything, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this kind of lost at mail, lost at sea thing, is maybe we'll just open up maybe some random packs here. What we could do is, why don't we, yeah, we'll open these, of course, because I just want to open those because they got kind of bent up. Since we did see the TCG, maybe we could do a TCG box. Couple TCG packs. So here's the TCG box that I already have opened. And so if you don't know, this is Kayou's officially licensed My Little Pony TCG. So this is official. This is a real game. It now has 2 expansions. So this is the first expansion, BPO1, but BPO2 also is out now. The game is incredibly fun, actually, like a really kind of a fun and really interesting thing. It's a competitive head-to-head TCG, so you play it against another player. You build a deck of 50 main cards, but then you also have a deck of 15 cards, which isn't a sideboard, it's your story deck. And what you're going to do with those cards is kind of lay them out as a story on the table and reveal them throughout the game. And the goal, your goal as a player, is to complete your storyline. So like tell your whole story, which I think is such an amazing goal for a game, as opposed to where it's usually like, beat the other player up, cause as much damage as possible. Like instead in this game, it's, tell this awesome story. So I think it's a really kind of a cool thing. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. What I did is I actually did a full translation of the rules for this game, which I can show you where they are now. I'll link to them in the description. They're on this website, tradingcardarchives.com. So why don't let me pause here. I'll set that up and then I'll link over to the rules. We'll go through that really quick. And then we'll come back here and we'll open up a bunch of Pony and Pokemon cards. It'll be a fun little video. I'll be right back and let's take a look. And so this is the website, the Trading Card Archives. There's all kinds of cool stuff here. We've got checklists for sites. We've got the SCP checklist, but we also have a My Little Pony checklist. So if you're interested in the general MLP collection, not just the TCG, we have a full checklist for that set going back like years. It's an amazing resource. You can download that. But this is the translated rules for the TCG. So that's the TCG card back. So TCGs always kind of have a common card back because you can't reveal what the cards are. And then this is the first video I did on the TCG. We actually pulled a CR already, so that's what an example of a CR there, one of the top rarity cards. Here's a high resolution scan of the playmat. You can actually print that image out if you wanted to make your own playmat. It's a pretty neat place of it. There's basically like an adventure area, a story area. You've got your characters who are on deck. You've got rest piles here, and then you've got your draw deck and your adventure story deck there. Then you can kind of see the different zone translations too. And then here's the different card types. So that's a persona card. So there'll always be an avatar card for every deck, and they have different effects. This one came from the Twilight Sparkle starter kit. Then this is a persona card. So persona cards are kind of, you know, extra elements of the story, maybe the character's pet or, you know, something they do, something like that. And then you've got the storyline cards, which are numbered. So there'll be a 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see here, the Twilight Sparkle starter deck had a storyline in it that sort of followed the Nightmare Moon episode, finding the elements of harmony and things. And so there's all kinds of different stories that you can play. So as you play the game, you'll be playing like different episodes or different stories. I just think it's such a cool design to it all. And then you've got item or prop cards. And this is like a book that you can get, and they give the characters extra bonuses. Then scene cards modify the locations in the story. So they'll give you like extra stats or things depending on your deck. And so you're going to want to pick scene cards that match the stats that are on the pony you're using. And then this is the basic gameplay design. This is the rule sheet that comes with the starter kit. So that's the small rule sheet. But we actually have the full rule book. So this is the rule sheet that just comes with it and has some basics. But we have a 20-page rule book here that we fully translated. So this is a fully translated 20-page rule book. So if you want to learn how to play this game, this will tell you exactly how to play it, all the different types of effects that are in there, all the different kinds of cards, all the different, you know, stats and things that are on all the cards, what they all mean. And it's been translated in a way that we're using hopefully the same words that Kayou is going to use. We think so. And so if you start learning from this guide when the English set does get released, which should happen in September, hopefully this year, or maybe October, but like by the end of this year, we'll definitely have an English version of this game. You should already be way ahead of everyone else. You'll know the basics, the basic rules and things. And you can even download this guide here. It's a nice PDF. So I'll put a link to that in the description of the video. But for now, let's take a look at some of the cards. So let's start with some of the TCG cards. And so these are like brand new Kayou cards. And so you see they have the new, well, I'm covering it up here, the new Kayou logo on them, which is the English language logo. These older cards from the packs Max gave me have the old ant logo. And there will be a redemption in here. If you have access to Kayou's WeChat, you can scan that and use it. Here is a scene. This is one of those scene cards. So it would, you know, give a certain type of pony a bonus there. This is a prop, a persona. We got a story. I actually got 2 storyline cards. So we got 2 different storyline cards in that pack. Which again, you can like mix and match these a little bit, but they need to have the same main title. So you'll see that every story has a main title and a subtitle. So you can mix in like a different step too, as long as it's that same main story. You can't mix different main stories together. At least in the official rules, right? I'm sure if you're playing, you know, for fun at home or whatever, you can probably do whatever you want to try. Although it might not always work. There's another one of the scene cards, and then we got a persona for Applejack here. Very cool. I guess an avatar card, they're called. You can see there, Applejack on the back, and there's the avatar. So that card would come with Applejack's deck, but we just pulled it there. Here's another storyline. So again, like a very, I think, a really neat way to make the world of My Little Pony come to a game, right? Because it would have been easy to just make it like a battle game, but that wouldn't really fit the theme and the world of My Little Pony very well, right? Because the show and stuff isn't about the ponies fighting. I mean, they do sometimes have to fight an enemy, but it's not often like, you know, punching and kicking, right? That's not the whole point. The point is more about teaching and learning and telling stories, and so I think that is really cool. There's a beautiful card there, one of the SRs. Got another prop, and then two more persona cards. So yeah, that is the TCG. And I think a pretty unique game. If you're interested in TCGs at all, and you're interested in My Little Pony, keep an eye on this. I understand not everyone's going to buy the Chinese cards now because, you know, you can't read them and everything, but at the same time, you could learn, like I showed you sort of how to get started translating them, and translated all the rules for you, so it wouldn't be that hard. But also the English language will be coming out, you know, pretty soon. I can't promise because I don't really know. I don't work for Kayou, but all the rumors are that it's like really, really soon. Like the fact that it's not here already is kind of weird. It's sort of like that soon. But maybe they're waiting for the toy fairs to happen. It's kind of what we think. So here's one of the older 3D cards. So they kind of stopped making these 3D cards in the newer sets, which they still do, but they're like more comic booky cards now. But I love these ones where it was just an art card and fully 3D like that. That was a lot of fun. So that's the pack that got bent. These packs were, well, this one got a little bit curved, but I wouldn't call it bent. Whereas that pack got like straight up bent, which means we're probably going to pull like a CR in it. This one I did get a little bit bent there, the Spike LSR here. And it's sad because these are older cards. So being older cards, there's potential to pull, like I said, a CR, which would be the top rarity card in the set. And then since it's an older version of the card, it would also sort of, you know, automatically be worth a little bit more. So to pull one from a pack like this that's been bent would be just kind of sad. But you know, maybe we could work on unbending it in a kind of, oh god, that is really, really harsh. But yeah, we could put it in like a press and try to unbend it. First, let's see if we even got anything. I guess not, just an LSR. Still, an LSR getting bent like that is pretty sad. I might top load this guy just to get it started. Healing a little bit. Well, you really can't heal that. That'll kind of always be like that. But if you get it into a top loader, at least it'll look flat. And then one more 3D. Luckily, the 3D cards, because of the lens, are kind of already a little bendy. So they bend just fine. All right. Well, that was great. That was fun. I enjoy opening those, and that was just some bonus packs that Max had included, and then a few of the TCG packs, just because we got, you know, a bunch more of those TCG cards in that box. But now let's move on and open some Pokemon cards. And I mean, we're just gonna open this whole box. I think it's something I don't get to do very often. I would say maybe never. I haven't done it ever here on the channel. But I happen to have another one of these boxes right now. So I have two of these here. So we might as well just go ahead, I'd say, and let's rip it. And so what this is Pokemon 151. So that's the 151 edition, which is I guess about a year old now, but it was a really big set release. And this is the Chinese edition, but it's fully legit. So these are totally licensed cards. They're just meant to be sold in mainland China, but they are printed in Japan. Now, the difference with the Chinese set is they don't use the same rarity markings as a regular Pokemon card would use, which I guess, I mean, I could show you some. I have one here, but these are old Pokemon cards. But you can see at the bottom, the set marking is down at the bottom. Newer ones have it over here, but they're always at the bottom. And then this circle means that it's a common card from that set. Whereas like here's a Magikarp is going to have a diamond on it, and diamond means it's an uncommon card. That's the US way of expressing rarity. In the Chinese set, it's much more advanced. You can see they've broken the set down from commons, uncommons, rares, double rares, super rares, something, SR, SSR, AR, and UR. And so there are cards in this set that AR and UR that are exclusive to the Chinese edition. And that's kind of why I have these, because I want to try and pull one of those exclusive art cards. I've never done so, but if you could, they can be worth, you know, upwards of $300. They can be worth quite a lot of money. So this is, again, a slim, they call it a slim box, but it has quite a few packs, but the packs don't actually have that many cards in them. I can't remember, but I think a US pack has like 15 cards in it. These only have 5, so there won't be that many cards in each pack. I will try to go through them pretty quickly, just because we do have a lot of cards to get through. And I'll try to leave room at the top for any shinies that we pull. That is not an especially good shiny right there. And if you collect Pokemon cards, you'll notice that the vast majority of what we're going to pull here looks exactly the same as the English language cards, and they do. They look exactly the same. They have the same writing on them, the same abilities, same powers. Everything's, you know, precisely and exactly the same. The only trick is that there are some exclusive art cards in the Chinese set. Otherwise, they're totally replaceable. I'm not sure if anyone knows. Let me know, because I'm kind of curious now. But like, if you played in a sanctioned Pokemon tournament, for example, could you use Chinese cards? I don't know. I don't know if that would be allowed. Sometimes they do, but they like require you to have the English language card on the side so that your opponent can see it if they want to. It was like one of the rules I think Magic used for a while. But I think generally they want you to be using the language that you have, just so that your opponent can read the card. Although honestly, if you're in a tournament, you should not be reading cards anymore. Like, that's really kind of bad. You should have all the cards memorized. Like, you should know them all from just the picture and what they do. Because that's what everyone else did. There's Clefairy. But still, we are really looking for full art EXs. Any EX would be great. But a nice full art EX or one of the exclusive full arts is really what we're searching for here. Is a nice little I forgot his name. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Great, something with a G. Sheldor and Mr. Mime. How cute. Huh. Yeah, the 151 set, I mean, it's probably everyone's favorite set from recent years. But it was just so cool to go back and revisit the original Pokemon, because that's what that 151 means. It's the original 151 Pokemon that were in the very first Pokedex before they started to get all crazy with it. And we got our an EX. What did we get? We got an Arbok, I think. Let's go and we'll check price on this, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and it's about $2 or $3 EX in the English language set. So I'm guessing in Chinese it's probably like a $1 card or maybe less. Still, you know, it's cool to see a full art at all. We've got our friend Psyduck. And a shiny Raichu. I think that's right. That's what I've been saying that is. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I'd rather be right than wrong most of the time. Most of the time. I'd say most of the time, yeah. There's sometimes where I don't care, but most of the time I care. Marowak. Rapidash. Kakuna. Diglets. And a Tentacool. I guess you have a few blue deck options here. I was like trying to make a competitive deck. I don't think that's possible from this series, especially not from just opening a few packs like this. Nidoran. Cutie one. Squirtle. Marowak again. 4 more packs of these left. Again, this is the Chinese edition of Pokemon TCG. It's the official. So this is the officially licensed Mandarin language version of the set. Nothing fishy about this at all. I guess maybe having them in the US a little bit fishy, but not illegal because some people say that, but it's not true. Like the right of first sale says that as long as the vendor I bought it from an official source, like a legal source, they're allowed to sell it, to resell it as they please. No one can really stop them from doing that. And that's just like all international trade is kind of based on this premise. If that was broken, what would start happening is companies would do things like they'd sell you a TV, and they'd say, you're allowed to use this television for 2 years, and then you have to return it and get a new one. And you're not allowed to sell it to anyone else. You can't repair it because it belongs to us, right? That's what would end up happening if right of first sale broke. And so that's why it's kind of fiercely defended, even by companies that you would otherwise want to make a TV like that, probably. It's all bog. All right, and here's our last pack. This is fun. These are fun. This is the equivalent of like half a booster box, basically, in China. A full booster box would be the jumbo version of this, which is just more cards per pack, I think. And there we go. No big hits today. That was actually a very sad. That was a very sad box, but we also waited 45 days to open that. But there you go. There's some Pokemon cards. I haven't done that before on the channel, so kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah, for now, I think we'll go ahead and wrap the video there. Hopefully you saw something you liked. If so, give us a subscribe, like the video, comment, and let me know what you liked. That's always fun to read. But for now, I'll say goodbye and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye, everybody.